everyone. Welcome to No Movies in Hell. I'm Chris Geiger.
I'm LaQuas Scott, and today we are reviewing David Fincher's The Killer.
This was released straight to streaming, I think.
Straight to Netflix. I think there may have been a week that it was in like a physical theater, and then it was definitely just available on streaming now.
And I saw it maybe a month ago when it first came out. So that's probably more than a month ago, maybe.
I feel like I've seen this recently, like in the last couple weeks, and I don't know why it took me so long. Michael Fassbender's been in like some things for a couple of movies, but I just feel like the promotion for them, I don't know if anything's happening or going on with him, but I just feel like the promotion of some of his films have not been that great, or I didn't hear about it. So like Next School Wins, I know it came out. It's probably not out anymore.
So the description of The Killer, when I heard about it, it wasn't promoted a lot, but I did see it like flash by on movies you might like. And they're right. Like from the description, like it seems like a movie I would like.
Mm-hmm.
But as I was watching it, I was like, I don't know. Like I expected more to happen, or I don't know. It was a very, for an action assassin movie, it was very quiet.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, did you find this very quiet relative to other, kind of like spy or thriller assassin films?
It was overly descriptive of what he goes through. I probably wouldn't watch it again. Well, I wouldn't watch it again. It just didn't seem like, I don't know. It was not. I didn't feel like I didn't feel like a connection with the main character. I didn't feel like I want to see a part two. I didn't feel like.
Yeah, I thought this was interesting. I would have to say, like, The Quiet Killer, and there's so much inner monologue. And for somebody who's supposed to be like great at their job, and then they mess up, and kind of the ramifications of that, it was interesting to see. But the end was I thought it was good in some aspects, but then if you think about all the steps it took for him to get to the end and kind of have this, I don't want to say resolution, but kind of like a firm understanding, I was just like, really? Was it worth it? Because it seemed like there's some pretty good characters like in between, like Tilda Swinton's character. And I'm just like, oh, this is so interesting. And I'm like, and she was like a lady.
Yeah.
But he got to travel all over because of his profession. And I loved how he used a lot of the sitcom names for his identification. So it was funny just to say, oh, that was from that. Or like, oh, that's from the Jetsons. Or I'm like, the Jeffersons.
True. I did feel like it was clever in certain ways. I did like Tilda Swinton, her character. I like her in almost everything. I can't think of anything that I've seen her in that I was like, nope, that was bad. Like, yeah, I think it's below average. I mean, just slightly average, but yeah.
Oh, I'm shocked.
I didn't.
I mean, understandable, right? Yeah, it was just like interesting. It's just for someone like the inner monologue, or kind of propped him up, this character up to be kind of like the assassin, and then like he just kind of messes up, and then it's all this like fallout and ramification. And for someone who's supposed to be like very precise and in what they're doing, and I thought it was just fine. I'm actually surprised. Like, I like David Fincher's films. I feel like I'm slowly getting caught up on them. Like Fight Club, I feel like I've revisited recently. And I just felt like this movie didn't have kind of the Easter eggs and things that are in some of his other films. So it was interesting. It felt like Netflix, for me, it felt like Netflix added a certain weight to the production. So a lot of shots were really cool. Obviously, he traveled a lot, but something was like empty or missing when it came to the understanding of the character.
Right. Well, and there's so many movies in this genre, right? Of the
Yeah.
lone assassin who, like, gun for hire, who either messes up or something happens and that he gets blamed for it. And so he's in a predicament where he has to, like, recover somehow.
Mhm.
That's a lot of competition. There are a lot of really good movies that have that premise. And I just don't feel like this one lived up to that.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess, yeah, I really didn't think about it in that way because, we do have, I wouldn't say that it's an entirely similar comp, but like the John Wicks of the world are just completely stylized and they're still their story. And this one was kind of devoid of some things that I feel like would be there to make it a little more entertaining.
Right. And it was funny because I was thinking about John Wick 2 as well. I feel like John Wick doesn't ever say it that much, right? Like you don't hear his inner monologue. You just
Mm-hmm.
watch what he does and that tells the story. But I feel like this guy is constantly telling you what he's thinking. It's like, yeah, like, oh, okay.
It's like validation. Like, yes, we get it, but
Right. You're very disciplined. You're very precise. You have a process. I got it.
yes,
Yeah. They can't all be winners. That's fine. That's
that's
fine.
true.
Yeah. That's because Dax was saying the other day, like, you guys almost never really rate things poorly. And I said, well, I think selfishly, it's because I don't watch movies. I don't think I'm going to lie.
Yeah, I'm like, or it could just be like we have a great taste profile, Dax. Okay.
So I think maybe I was a little bit harder on like some movie ratings recently because of that. Like in light of that, like, do I like everything? I don't,
Uh,
but I do think that I lean towards just watching things that I think I will like or that have some redeeming qualities. And so that makes the selection biased to start with.
I mean, I can't think of the last thing that you really didn't like. Like maybe Dick's the musical. You're like, no.
That's true. I didn't really like that. But there were some redeeming qualities.
But my unequivocal no was probably like uh oh my gosh, that Paul Mescal movie.
Oh my.
I walked out.
Now, are you gun shy about Paul Mescal now, or do you feel like because he's gonna be when you're gonna see
I know. All the
of the
strangers he's in it.
strangers?
I don't know, Chris.
I feel like I missed the movie that he was in, the Benjamin Millip what's it? Millipede Carmen ish movie where he meets the dancer. I think he's good. I want to see him.
If you want to see a Paul Mescal, just go to Bushwick. That's how I feel.
All right. All right. Do you have anything to plug in this episode?
Oh, yes. So we have our first inaugural Flame Awards where we have amazing categories. We have 10 categories. We even have Best Companion because so many people are like, what about the dog from Anatomy of a Fall? And it's like, there were other really great companions this year in film. And the nominations and awards close on February 4th. So please make sure that you vote. Links in bio, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Blue Sky. I think even on Letterboxd too.
Okay.
Nate let me know that he voted.
All right. All right. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time.